probably been seeing this game all over your TikTok, gaming streams, YouTube shorts, basically everywhere. Every content creator with a fun group of friends is playing this, and it's recently been announced that the game has sold around 10 million copies. I am of course bringing you another affordable and fantastic indie game called Peak. Peak is a co-op climbing game with survival elements where you play as a goofy scout person trying to climb up to the highest point of this strange desert island where you find yourself stranded on in order to call for a rescue helicopter. This is easier said than done, of course, because everything in this place is trying to kill you, and only with the help of your friends will you be able to make your way to the top. You start off every run on the coast where you can collect a few starting items and store them in your backpack or carry them in your pockets. The items in this game range from completely useless toys that you can use to annoy your friends to game-changing tools and consumables that can help you get out of very sticky situations. During your journey, you'll also have to keep an eye out for the suitcases that can contain more healing items, food, and other survival gear. Your character will not only become hungry over time, but will also be exposed to harsh weather that can cause extreme heat or freezing cold. You're going to suffer from poisonous plants, fatigue, hostile wildlife, and much more. These things can eventually kill you, but in smaller doses they will begin by eating into your stamina bar. Stamina is of course a primary resource that allows you to climb higher and faster. So taking care of your character's needs, avoiding danger, and good item management is crucial to your success. Although you can play Peak solo, the real Peak experience is playing with friends. Not only because having to manage the well-being of a whole group of people adds to the challenge, but also because the game has all sorts of co-op mechanics that make group play much more enjoyable than playing by yourself. You can extend your hand to pull people up towards you, which is extremely useful if they are low on stamina or if they mess up a jump and are about to fall to their death. You can also have people jump on top of you so you can boost them up to help them save some stamina to reach some tough spots. Players can of course heal and revive each other, and more players means more storage space so you can carry more items that will be helpful to everybody. The cooperation aspects of Peak are really fun. You always feel like all the players are depending on each other, and you can only really beat the levels by playing like a team and keeping an eye out for other people's needs. For the majority of my playtime, I was playing with my wife, and we had a really great time. It's also important to note that my wife was immediately hooked on this game, and she doesn't experiment a lot with different games, but Peak was immediately intuitive to get into, and it can get very addictive because when it comes to both the controls and the mechanics, it's super simple. It's an easy to learn but hard to master kind of game, and it will have you coming back multiple times to try and get to the end of the game. And I gotta say, beating this game is hard. The way Peak works is you have to clear 5 levels which get increasingly harder to climb and survive in. The game currently features a handful of biomes, and every 24 hours the order and layout of these biomes changes, so you get to experience a new adventure every day. Some days are easier than others. Sometimes it seems that some levels are almost impossible, but overall, in my around 10 hours of gameplay experience, me and my wife had a very challenging but not impossible experience. But regardless, you know the game is good when you fall to your death after almost 2 hours of climbing and you're ready for another run after just a 10-minute break. It is so addictive, you won't believe it. The one criticism I would throw at this game is that Peak's choice of not having a save system is probably going to be a big turnoff for a lot of people. You basically have to beat all the 5 levels in one go, which can take a while. The footage you're currently watching shows me and my wife's best run so far, and it took almost like 2 hours and we still couldn't beat the final level. So do keep that in mind. The game does not have a save option for you to come back later and continue where you left off. Before I played Peak, I was seeing it absolutely everywhere, and it looked like another one of those janky streamer slop, streamer bait games that have absolutely no content, and groups of content creators are making it look much more fun than it actually is. But Peak really surprised me with the amount of content it already has, and how fun it was, and how solid the gameplay was too. Everything works as you would expect. I found pretty much no bugs or weird glitches. It's pretty much like an 8 out of 10 or 9 out of 10 game. Another massive success developed by a small team, and I recommend everybody go out and buy it if you have more people to play it with. It's probably the best co-op experience of 2025 and one of the best co-op games I've ever played. As I said, you can get it on Steam for about under 10 euros or $10. It's ridiculously cheap for the amount of fun you're gonna get out of it. And that's all I have for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment if you know any other cool indie games that need a spotlight. Maybe one of those will be on the next review. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you at the peak.